A word tonight of yet another claim that a mysterious unknown creature is roaming south central Wisconsin.
Oh my God, oh my God.
What started as ordinary trips for these campers turned into nightmares when their cameras recorded creepy encounters. Strange movements, shadowy figures, unexplainable noises, and whatnot.
In Virginia, the Cherokee people had stories of giant hair-covered people-like things in the woods that were doing the same sort of things as the people of the Pacific Northwest described.
So, stick around to see the unbelievable moments captured in woods that will leave you shocked. This man took the internet by storm when he was hiking through the Oklahoma forest and ended up capturing a giant being on camera. As soon as he saw the creature, he quickly zoomed in on it, and there it was. The undeniable proof of Bigfoot, as the creature was all covered in dark brown fur, looking at something in the distance. At first, it was unaware that someone was recording him, so the man got bold and got closer, only for the beast to sense his presence. What happened next? We got no clue as the footage ended, but it's no-brainer that the guy must have ran for his dear life. Who wouldn't, right? After seeing this creature. Chilling Bigfoot stalking man. A hiker was busy capturing the beautiful landscape all around him as he trekked through the valley, seemingly unaware of what was stalking from behind. What he didn't know, his camera captured it, only for him to get chilled to the bone later when he viewed the footage. The atmosphere quickly shifted from being a serene trek to heart-pounding terror. Was this really Bigfoot? More importantly, what was it doing stalking this man? I mean, he must have wanted something. Unfortunately, now we would never know. Terrifying Sasquatch encounter.
Oh, there he goes.
In a world full of non-believers, Paul Freeman footage still remains a cornerstone of Sasquatch evidence. Captured during the fateful outings in the 1990s, he recorded a pretty massive creature walking through the woods, its powerful strides and unmistakable gait forever etched in our minds. The footage, although grainy, yet captured quite a clear image of this Sasquatch, just casually wandering about in the woods, while he himself couldn't believe his luck that he came across this majestic being. Now the question is, could this be the clearest glimpse of this elusive being ever caught on camera? The jury is still out on that one.
Oh, there he goes.
Hikers found mysterious creature. While hiking the dense woods of the Provo Canyon, two guys spotted something unusual, a dark figure lurking just beyond the trees. Did they take a closer look? Of course they did, and the creature's shadowy form became clearer, revealing what many believe to be Bigfoot itself. Initially it just stood there, but then it moved, and these guys lost it then, running and not looking back. Whether it was Bigfoot or not, it's still out there, so keep that in mind the next time you plan to hike the Provo Canyon. Sasquatch face.
Of Todd Standing's filming of Sasquatch.
Here's what we've all been waiting for, a clear look at Sasquatch's face. A lucky guy in Radium Hot Springs, Canada, managed to capture it on camera. While wandering through the woods, he noticed something peeking from behind the trees. Big, round, black eyes staring right at him. And yep, he claims it was a real Sasquatch. Now here's another footage that adds to the mystery. This video is so sharp, you can actually make out a big Sasquatch lying down with its wide nose, deep-set eyes, and thick hair. Honestly, I think this might just be the first clear footage of Sasquatch we have all been hoping to see. Nighttime stroll interrupted. strolling through the woods at night, with the only noise being the crunch of the fallen leaves under your feet and the rustling of the trees. And suddenly, it gets interrupted by something legendary. After sensing he was not alone in these parts of the woods, this guy whipped out his camera and started to investigate. You would think that was a really bad call, and guess what? It was, 'cause there, at a distance, was a hulking figure partially hidden by a tree. It didn't move, except to stare him down, and then turned and vanished, never to be seen again. Some believe he may have encountered the Bigfoot, while others claimed it might be something else. What do you think? Hairy cryptid. Maybe spotting these elusive creatures isn't as tough as it used to be, or maybe we're just getting better at creating viral videos. But this time, a guy managed to capture the clearest, most up-close footage of Bigfoot. His trail camera, set about 10 feet up near the Klamath River in California, caught this massive creature in stunning detail. Just look at the sheer size of this Bigfoot. To capture it so clearly from that height is incredible. I mean, it's not every day you get a close-up like this, especially of Bigfoot in the wild. Jumping Bigfoot. So, there's this YouTuber who was out riding his four-wheeler on a dirt road, just enjoying the day. While cruising along, he accidentally recorded something really strange. A mysterious, dark, furry creature casually jumping near the woods. It looks a lot like Bigfoot. It's almost as if Bigfoot decided to pop in for a surprise appearance while the camera was rolling. But why was it jumping? The guy was just as confused, but smartly decided not to stop and let Bigfoot be. Who can blame him? Sometimes it's better to leave the mysteries of the woods alone. Hunting surprise. A hunter was in the woods, getting ready for his day. He set up his blind near an elk wallow, where he had seen big footprints that looked like Bigfoot tracks. He had no idea he was about to catch something surprising on camera. While he was sitting quietly, suddenly his eyes caught a large, dark figure peeking through the bushes, and soon he realized it was Bigfoot. The creature stood there, staring at him with its big eyes, completely still. And just when he posted the video online, it blew up. People were shocked. He had really seen a Bigfoot in real life. Comments poured in as everyone debated the sighting, turning this hunter into a local legend overnight. Attacking Bigfoot. It started out as just another night in the woods, but then things took a wild turn. A trail camera caught Bigfoot. Yep, Bigfoot in full action. This huge figure, holding a massive log, was recorded swinging it straight into the camp. With one solid swing, he turned the camp into a total mess, and then he was gone like he'd never been there. Lucky for the campers, they weren't around. But when they checked the footage, they were as stunned as anyone would be. They packed up and left fast. Bigfoot's message was pretty clear. Stay out, or else. Honestly, after seeing that, I'd be out of there too. Bushman caught on tape. During a recent camping trip, an unexpected encounter was captured on tape that left everyone stunned and in utter shock. A Bushman, seemingly emerging from the wilderness, was recorded in the midst of the calm camping backdrop. The footage showed the creature navigating through the underbush. It was so dark that it had no trouble blending in with the surroundings. People believe encountering a Bushman and coming out of it alive is impossible, so either this guy had luck on his side, or was this just a hoax? Crossing Bigfoot. In late 2021, a father and his daughter were out for a walk in the woods, with dad casually filming her. It seemed like any other day, until the camera caught something chilling. A huge, dark figure moving in the background behind the girl. The creature was massive, and yes, you guessed it, Bigfoot. Thankfully, they didn't stick around long enough to become its next target. After seeing this, it makes you wonder, is Bigfoot out there watching? Strange forest creatures. During an exploration hike in the middle of the woods, these guys came across some strange forest creatures. Small in size, these dark-bodied creatures with an eerie hair-like cloak covering their heads were spotted going into a cave first, and then casually roaming about in the woods, as if they had no problem being filmed. Of course, people went wild with theories. Some suggested they might be cryptids, or mythical beings maybe. Others claimed them to be a strange forest tribe, living away from the rest of society. Mugatu. A team of explorers in the Amazon discovered a creature resembling the Mugatu, appearing as if it were frozen in time. They found it tied up near a swamp, which suggested it had been restrained against its will. This discovery truly made me question, what kind of predator in the jungle could capture a creature like this? The Amazon is likely full of secrets, and this strange find hints at dangers we can barely comprehend. Encounter with Extraterrestrial. Recently, there has been a surge in encounters with the extraterrestrial beings. Reports have been coming from all over of some bizarre beings captured on camera. Just take a look at this one. A bunch of strange beings were seen moving around on all fours, while the people around them wondered what they were seeing. They went wild with theories, ranging from them being skinwalkers or rakes, while there were others who claimed these were tall gray aliens. Whatever these creatures were, one thing was clear. All three possibilities were scary as heck. Massive Sasquatch. While hiking through the remote parts of the forest, they heard trees rustling, as if someone or something was moving towards them. Though as soon as they flashed the lights, they got the shock of a lifetime. There in the dark stood a towering figure, all covered in dark hair. There was nowhere to run for them. However, the Sasquatch just watched, as if observing them, seeing if this bunch was even worth his time. What happened next? We got no clue as the video ended there, leaving everyone wondering what could have happened next. Mysterious white creatures. Late one night, in the southern part of the US, a man stumbled upon something quite unsettling by a hilly area. As he walked along, with a flashlight illuminating his path, the light fell on a cliff. But before that, there were not one but three small, pale, and creepy creatures who ran as soon as the light hit them. I'm guessing they were a fan of the shadows and not the night. This encounter left him really rattled, and since then, he had been wondering what he had seen. Were those simply animals, or something far stranger was hiding in the hills? You tell us. Camper's nightmare. A group of friends was enjoying a fantastic camping trip in the woods when one of their not-so-wise buddies decided it would be a great idea to wander off into the darkness. Naturally, he didn't come back, which sent his friends into a frenzy. They decided to go check things out, and what they found was downright shocking. Their friend was tied to a tree, but before they could reach him, they came face to face with a creepy five-legged monster that sent them all into a panic. Thankfully, they managed to save their friend and escape the sight. But seriously, guys, this is exactly why you're warned to stay out of the woods at night. Witch hanging out. While camping in the forest, a group of guys had a nightmarish experience. Everything was going well until their third night when they started hearing some truly eerie shrieks. At first, they were smart enough to stay put and ignore it, but then curiosity got the best of them. Carrying only a flashlight, they decided to step out and follow the sounds. What they found was downright creepy. In the distance, they spotted a woman who looked like a witch, moving her head in the strangest way, giving off some really eerie vibes. As she started coming closer, they didn't waste a second and ran back to their camp. Honestly, if I were in their shoes, I wouldn't have even thought about stepping out. Creepy forest cryptid. Now this encounter will definitely give you chills. A man was out on a forest expedition with his friends, having a great time, when he spotted a figure wrapped in torn cloth. It stood there, completely still, looking more like a ghost than anything else. To me, It just radiated pure evil. What's even creepier is that the ropes tying it up were untied, yet it remained eerily silent and motionless. It was a spooky mystery that would haunt anyone brave enough to watch the video. Honestly, I don't know about you, but I'd be avoiding that place for good. Spooky humanoid. Rumors were buzzing about an abandoned house, so a group of friends decided to check it out. They hadn't even stepped inside when they spotted something spooky. A figure that clearly wasn't human appeared and tried to stop them from entering. What did they see? A strange humanoid figure was sitting on the roof of the house. After seeing the footage, it's hard not to feel a chill. I don't know about you, but I would think twice before stepping foot in that house again. I mean, who knows what else might be hiding in there? Chasing figure. The wild woods can mess with your mind. With dangerous animals hiding everywhere, if you spot someone running, there must be something really scary going on. That's what exactly happened to one hiker. As he walked along a dense trail, a dark figure crept from the bushes, rumored to be a creature with a craving for human prey, or so the story goes. Others insist it was just a shadow playing tricks, but judging by how fast the hiker bolted, he wasn't sticking around to find out. In that kind of moment, the only smartest move is to run and don't look back. Groot. If you're out exploring the forest, stay alert. Strange encounters aren't just in movies. Just ask a couple of friends who were hiking in the jungle, only to come face to face with something out of a Marvel show. They spotted a tall, human-like creature rustling around in the bushes, as if it were looking for something. It seemed calm at first, but who knows what might have happened if they'd gotten any closer. They were really shocked that they'd just interrupted something, and honestly, I wouldn't want to be one of them. Cryptids.
What is that? Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not. Dude, go.
Nobody goes into the jungle expecting to face the unthinkable, but for this group of friends, curiosity led them right into a nightmare. Following strange sounds deep into the forest, they were shocked when a spooky creature suddenly rushed toward them. Known as a cryptid, the creature looked like something straight out of a horror story. A thin figure, barely more than skin stretched over bones. Let this be a warning. If you're ever tempted to explore a forest at night, remember that some things are better left unseen in the shadows.
Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not. Dude, go.
Terrifying demon encounter. Brace yourselves for a terrifying encounter that will haunt your dreams. You thought demons don't exist? Well, think again. A group of explorers stumbled upon a demon-like creature perched high on a cliff. With dark, creepy wings, this figure exuded quite a negative aura that sent shivers down their spine. It looked like it came straight out of a dark fantasy. It sat atop the cliff like some kind of a guardian of the cliffs, or a harbinger of doom. Better not to explore this cliffside anymore then, right? Terrifying creature.
What is that? Dude, what is that?
So, here's where you decide. Were these guys brave or just plain reckless? A few years ago, a group of friends was out celebrating in the middle of the woods when they began hearing some creepy sounds. And instead of heading the other way, these curious or clueless friends chose to follow the sound. And with every step closer, the haunting cries grew louder and more distinct until they finally stumbled upon something unbelievable. Now, as you would expect, some people are calling it a prank. Others insist it's legit, but can't tell if it's a creepy skinwalker or just someone's clever trick. So, what do you think?
What is that? Dude, what is that?
Bigfoot's face reveal. You may have seen Bigfoot sightings before, but have you ever seen one getting up close and personal? Not with a person, but with a camera instead? Well, here it was. In an extraordinary moment that left the skeptics scratching their heads, a trail cam in the heart of the wilderness captured a frightening face that many believed to be the Bigfoot. For years, this elusive being had evaded cameras and hikers, but not this one. Guess it was tired of hiding in the shadows, or this could just be a huge slip-up. What do you think? Night picnic gone wrong. These two women noticed something awful coming towards them, just as they were settling into their peaceful evening under the stars. Something, or rather, someone, crept up and sent chills down their spine. One of them noticed it first and got petrified before the cameraman registered the dark presence and caught this glimpse before shutting off. Whether it was a passerby, a mysterious creature, or something paranormal, one thing's for sure: this picnic night will be remembered for all the wrong reasons. Woods Cryptid. Some forest explorers got the shock of their lives when they spotted a creature that looked like it stepped right out of a horror movie. They were resting in the woods when suddenly a huge, headless figure appeared right in front of them, standing there like it was sizing them up. The sight was so creepy they couldn't move, just staring, trying to make sense of what it could be. Thankfully, they had the sense to hightail it out of there. Once they posted the footage online, netizens started calling it Slender Man. After watching the footage, I believe they are right. Yeti.
What was that?
Now, let me tell you another mind-boggling scene from Carbondale, PA. For weeks, strange sounds and unexplained disturbances kept the whole town on edge. One frustrated homeowner decided enough was enough and set up a camera in their backyard to get to the bottom of it. When they reviewed the footage, it was unlike anything they expected. The camera caught a person running through the trees, looking completely panicked. Then, right after a loud noise, a pale, towering figure appeared, a ghostly white Bigfoot. Just as viewers tried to make sense of what they were seeing, the audio dropped and the clip cut out. Could this really have been an albino Bigfoot?
What was that?
Glowing eyes in the woods.
Bro, it's got hands. What the hell is that? Oh my god, oh my god.
This man's chilling encounter with a creature of the night left the viewers on the edge of their seats while wandering in the woods. I guess he went too deep as he stumbled upon a pair of glowing eyes in the distance, hidden between the trees. Those eyes were the only thing visible, but pretty sure there was a body attached. And what creature could that be? No one knows, but there are a ton of speculations of it being a cryptid, or maybe something even more sinister.
Bro, it's got hands. What the hell is that? Oh my god, oh my god.
Huge hand caught on camera. This trail camera recorded something that blew everyone's mind, and now it's gonna blow yours. Could this be a Sasquatch hand captured on film? This mysterious hand sparked a ton of debate online. Unlike anything seen in humans, people concluded it belonged to some other creature, probably the legendary Sasquatch given the long fingers along with the odd appearance. Some believe it really was a Sasquatch, while others claimed it was just a trick. Tell us what you think. Mysterious encounter at night.
No, I hate los pies.
While enjoying a peaceful evening, taking swings in the park, a group of friends had their fun interrupted by a chilling sight. They were having fun, but had no idea that they were being watched by a sinister presence in the background. From this distance, it just looked like a white shadow crouched low on the ground. But then the figure moved and went away, as if it changed its mind, or maybe had taken mercy on them. Good thing they never visited this park again, or who knows what might have happened.
No, I hate los pies.
Strange, shadowy figure captured.
I've been for like 2 hours.
The fire was lit, the sky was filled with stars as the campers enjoyed their night, filming the whole experience. Little did they know that a shadowy figure stood in the distance behind the flickering fire. As they settled in for the night, that's when this white shadowy figure made its presence known. However, it moved as if it sensed it was being recorded, but they had caught a glimpse. Now some believe it's just a trick of light and nothing else, but there are others who claimed it was a ghostly apparition. Whose side are you on? Tell us down below.
I've been for like 2 hours.
Farmer's nightmarish encounter. After a series of unfortunate incidents, this farmer was on high alert as he found multiple goats and chickens drained of blood. This unsettling pattern led him to investigate, and he caught the culprit, or so he thought. It seemed a creature had been wandering his farm that bore an eerie resemblance to the legendary Chupacabra. That gaunt, reptilian body was too hard to miss, and it's notorious for attacking the livestock, draining them of blood. Was this really the creature who had been haunting the farmers for decades? Or could there be a more earthly explanation to the bloodless livestock? Hybrid humanoid.
Let's get the hell out of here.
While these guys were playing with fireworks, that too at night, in the middle of nowhere, they had no idea they were about to make a new friend that seemed desperate to join the fun. Nothing was visible at first, except for the faint, pale, white body of this creature, who had a human-like appearance, but with quite unnatural movements. It watched them for a few moments, and then charged right ahead.
Go! No! Run!
While the guys shrieked and ran for dear lives. Was this a potential humanoid hybrid haunting the woods? Or was this just mentally distressed person? The theories were insane.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Unknown creature. Stalking family. A family in the United States had been haunted by a nightly visitor for quite some time, when one day they had enough of it and took matters into their own hands, and installed a camera. And the footage was nothing short of terrifying. The creature's shadowy form was not that visible, but its hulking form was evident. It moved with an unnatural gait, lurking just in the shadows, away from the light, you know, and made those creepy noises with which it had been terrorizing this family. I bet after viewing this footage, they were left on edge with sleepless nights. What was this creature, and had it stopped haunting this family? No one knows. Dogs detected cloaked entity. You can't fool a dog's instinct. You can try, but you will fail. As evident from the next freakish encounter, the scene begins with a pack of relentless hounds going mad barking at one particular corner of the farm. Turns out they had cornered a strange entity hiding behind a broken down fence in a desperate attempt to evade them. While this creature may have come here to haunt the farmer, little did it know he was well guarded by these packs of hounds that were now lunging at it, unshaken. Even if it counterattacked, the dogs were not backing down. Incredible sight, right? Chilling encounter. A father was enjoying a peaceful bonfire night with his kid, dancing around, while the mother captured the whole thing on camera when suddenly their dog started barking. A ghostly figure appeared beside the baby, while the kid started pointing towards it. The scary part was that it seemed the figure was reaching out as if it wanted to hold the baby. Now the family believed that they may have recorded a real demon lurking in their home. Do you think that's what really happened? Or did the parents get tricked by something? Creepiest encounter ever. While riding alone through a remote forest, a biker came across some really creepy remains scattered all along the trail. Here's what made the encounter creepiest. Suddenly, the forest felt eerily silent, creating a seriously spooky atmosphere. That's when he noticed a shadowy figure sitting among the trees. He tried to speed away, but his bike wouldn't start. Fortunately, after a tense moment, the engine finally roared to life, and he took off. But what did he see? To me, it looked like a skinwalker, staring at him with a sinister look. The biker was lucky to escape, but that fear stuck with him long after. Goatman.
Caiu! Acabando!
A young man and his friend, feeling brave, decided to check out some strange noises coming from an old abandoned house nearby. As they got closer, they noticed something eerie staring at them through a window. But instead of backing off, they took a few more steps inside, curiosity getting the best of them. That's when things got creepy fast. Suddenly, they heard footsteps behind them. They turned around just in time to spot a shadowy figure, a Goatman standing in the dark, watching them. They quickly fled from the site and thankfully got out before anything worse happened. Cave Cryptid. Three daring friends, out for an adventure, stumbled upon an eerie cave hidden deep in the woods. At first glance, it was just a dark, hollow spot on the hillside, but then they heard strange sounds coming from the cave. They became curious and chose to investigate with their flashlights already. That's when they saw it. Something was peeking out from the shadows, eyes wide and glowing like an owl's, but the rest of its face looked like alien. What was this thing? An alien? An owl? Or maybe something even more cryptic? Whatever it was, it made them think twice about going any deeper. Banyu Beast. In the woods of the Philippines, some brave souls were out searching for a legendary giant snake, but instead, they found something really strange. A huge, wobbly bubble floating on the murky water. Thinking it might be a massive fish, they grabbed their nets and tried to catch it. Just as they reached out, the bubble vanished. Then, out of nowhere, it popped back up, and this time, they saw what was inside. A figure thrashing wildly. That's when they saw a long-haired spirit, the Banyo ghost from Filipino legends, known to rise from the water to scare people. Realizing they were in over their heads, they backed off fast, leaving the spirit in its watery home. And now let us move on towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Have you ever heard of Chewbacca from Star Wars? Don't worry, I've got a wild story that might change your mind about him being just a fictional character. A man was driving down a remote road when he spotted something white clinging to the side. He decided to check it out, and to his surprise, he found a creature with glowing red eyes that gave off creepy vibes. The creature didn't seem to care about him at all, so despite feeling scared, he kept recording and started murmuring prayers for protection, thinking it was a djinn. But honestly, with its hairy body and strange face, it looked just like Chewbacca. What do you think? Could this have been a real-life Chewie or something else entirely? Share your thoughts. See you later.